Hello everyone and welcome to the fourth video in the series of Ritual Beast combos and stuff and everything. And in today's video I have found the only... probably it's already there, but I have recorded the last missing two card combo, I think, that before I didn't include this one, Elder plus new Lara, because... I think I thought it's the same as this one. New Lara plus Brick. Brick, this means non-Kanahok, non-Pengu Ritual Beast. So I thought that, yeah, I remember, I thought that Elder goes to this category as well. But it turns out that Elder plus New Lara actually makes a better... it can make two searches, but... I have denoted it here as P5 minus because it's not as strong as these ones, and the only difference is that we do not end with Draco, instead we end with Falco. So it's P5 minus because Draco is better to end on than Falco. But okay, it's still it's two stitch searches. So let's see how this one goes. Okay, let's mute this. If you watched my previous videos, and you should, because the previous videos covers all the other replays, combos that you saw, then you will think that this one is basically pretty standard. Pretty standard in the sense of how other combos go, and yeah, it is pretty standard. But here, because we have Elder, we can do normal summon Elder, normal summon Lara. In the other lines, where you have Lara plus non-Konohok, non-Pengu Brick Ritual Beast that is also not Elder, in this case you need to discard Lara to normal summon the Ritual Beast. So yeah, this is the key difference, and this will allow you to search two stits. So let's see. We tag out for Kanahok, and we don't use Kanahok effect immediately, but we use Lara to bring out Pengu. Now Pengu has to bring out small Konohok in the circulation, and he has to add a third card in the banish zone so that Ulti Konohok can loop. So we do this, and now we can loop with Ulti Konohok. We can get small Lara or no. In some combos it is whatever. You can get small Lara, old Lara, or Wen. In this one you need to get Lara, because we will use her at the end of the combo, you will see. So we need to search small Lara, or I mean old Lara, and now we make Falco. Banish whatever, summon Lara, Lara Kanahok, and Kanahok can get Apilio or Winda, but I prefer Winda because she is better to have in circulation than Apilio. But maybe in some cases Apilio would be better. Or perhaps it is actually necessary to have Winda. We will see. So now we can make one loop for sure. Oh yeah, it's necessary to have Winda, sorry. You will see in the end why. And now we get the first copy of Stitz, and now we make Rerotari using Winda, Lara, and Falco. And before using Rerotari effect, we must bring out Nocio Draco. And the important part here is that we banished our Lara, because Rerotari will now add Lara. And Lara will revive Falco. Now, if you want, you can just make Masquerina here and have all of these monsters. But for maximum amount of interruptions... Or, by the way, if your hand is like stuffed with 3 Ritual Beast monsters, because we use 2 cards for this combo, so you have 3 cards left. If those cards happen to be like more copies of from Pengus and Kanahoks, you can make Ulti Gaia Pilio here. It will be great. But if you just want to go for the second Stitch search, you can make Kanahok search. And now you are forced to make IP Mascarina using both fusions, because you can't use the link. And and that's the board. So Winda is here. Yeah, I think it's better than Apilia, because in your opponent's turn, Falco will tag out, get out these two, and then Mascarina will use old Lara plus herself to make SP. Now we have a floating Winda, which will be harder to get rid of for opponent than Apilia, I believe. So that's why I win. Okay. Now, not to make a video too short, I wanted to show you my updated deck list. And when I say deck list, of course, it's just a proof of concept, because, you know, the deck is not out yet, and before it will be out, it will be like 3 months, and who knows what will happen. But everything is going in the direction of hand trap heavy format. So let's first talk about hand traps. Let's not focus on which specific hand traps I'm running, but the amount of them. So here I'm running 18 hand traps. And I have cutted inheritances to allow for this. So basically we are trading consistency for hand traps. There are some arguments to be made why this is, I think, better, but mainly it is because inheritance is so bad in itself. I mean, it's -1 and it has to have a Ritual Beast together to work. And it plays into Droll and Lock Bird even harder. And our engine is okay-ish for going second board breaking, especially with this extra deck, which I will get into it. But it's not so good that we can't play if we don't draw any hand traps. So we need to draw hand traps going second. So 18 is a good number. I have also tested, and this is possible, and I will mention it here, possibility of cutting second Stitz and Pilica. What this does is it allows you to play 20 hand traps. So it's 50-50, so you will open about 2 to 3 hand traps going second. And what it does is it decreases the power of our combos. So ultimately you can only search one Stitz, and you don't have such grind game as with Pilica. But the argument for doing this is two different factors. Firstly, when we go second, we never use Stitz, not even the first copy, because we usually just search stuff to break the boards. And when we go second, we want the hand trap. So going second, for going second, this change is perfect, right? But for going first, we have, like I said, lower ceiling. But here's the important part. If it is true that the format will still progress in this direction of very heavy hand traps, then it is extremely likely that even when we go first, we will be hand trapped. And when we are hand trapped, we usually do not search 2 Stitz. At best, we search 1 Stitz, and we end on Rerotari plus Draco plus Mascarina plus Stitz. So, looking at this from both ways, this may be the way to go. Going first, it's whatever, because we are getting hand trapped anyway, and going second, this is better. So here's a note. Even if you want to play the stronger version of the combo, so like this, with 2 Stitz and Pilica, when you go second, when you side, you should always side out Stitz, Pilica for more hand traps, and you can possibly even side out this Stitz as well, because it's very unlikely that you will need it. Okay, this was about hand traps and how I cut inheritances for it. Now, I don't care about specific hand traps, I'm just running something here. Okay, here's an interesting thing. I'm running 3 shifter. This is no doubt the correct thing to run at 3, as long as it hurts the format as much as it does. But I'm only running through 2 birds, and instead of third bird I have 1 talents, and that's because bird and talent and shifter are really not happy to be together, so that's why. Now, lastly, my extra deck has seemingly established itself as such. Maybe this one is the most cuttable, but we need him for turn 3 boards. I mean, we need him. It's very nice for turn 3 boards, and also sometimes comes up to crash Winda and bring him out. We need 2 of these because 1 is used first turn and 2nd is for recovery. This one, I have discussed this with a friend. This one is cuttable, but if you cut him, then 2 of my combos, which I showed, I think it's new Lara plus Brick Ritual Beast and E-Teleport plus Elder lines, those 2 lines will not be as strong as they are. They will not be able to search as much as I search, because in those lines we use Rampengu to drop Apilio using Ulti Apilio. So 3 Canhawks. 3 Canhawks, it's kind of the same story. For going first, some lines need 3 of them. And here comes the Typhoon. When you go second, you can always side out 1 Canahawk for Typhoon. Yeah, Canahawk for Typhoon, because going second you will not need all 3 never. So going second, side out Steeds, Pilikas, and 1 Canahawk for Typhoon. Of course, it would be even better to be able to main him, but really, as I will go through all of these monsters, I do not know which to cut for Typhoon. Sort? Where is... Oh no, don't sort. Okay, then this is the Ritual Bears monsters, and now for the non-engine. Here, okay, this is Rerotari 1. And now for the non-engine, okay, and 2 Falcos. Okay, like I discussed before, it's 2 Falcos are played because 1 is used for summoning and the second one is used for Rampengu to dump. And it's better to have 2 Falcos than 2 Apilios, Gaia Apilios, because of the attribute. This one is light, we don't want light in the graveyard if possible. And okay, now for the non-engine, we have SP and Masquerina. Masquerina is used for going first. She is like 2 disruptions in 1 card, because she brings out Little Knight, and Little Knight does 2 disruptions. And then Little Knight is good for going second as well. And here comes Anima. She is connected with Little Knight because we have a lot of level 1s, like new Laras. Teleports bring out new Laras, and new Laras will go into Anima. Anima can suck something, but more important, we can use Anima to go into SP Little Knight, and then she will have the banish effect as well. And then the arrows of Little Knight will sometimes come in handy with Unicorn. He is also used for board breaking, going second. And it's like I said, it's not so hard to co-link, but we need these resources for going second to help us break the boards. It's very easy for us to summon Lara, Pilika, or Wen and reborn Falco, and this will already make Unicorn. So he is not hard to make. And another way that we can co-link him is if we have Rerotari, we can summon Rerotari below the extra monster deck zone, and as you can see, he is pointing up and Unicorn is pointing down, and we can summon Unicorn at the top of Rerotari then, and this will also make them co-linked. And then lastly, there's Access Code Talker, another board breaker. I made a separate video discussing one common turn 3 play which we can make, which uses this strategy, Unicorn, X Code, and Little Knight, as I discussed, in more details. But yeah, I think like we don't have much choices here. Basically, if we don't care about our turn 3 plays so much with Gaepilios, then this one may be cuttable. If we don't care for strong combos with new Lara line, new Lara plus Brick, or E-Teleport plus Elder, then we can cut this one. And if we never win Rock, Paper, Scissors and we always go second, or we go blind second for some reason, we cut this one to add Typhoon. And I think none of these ones are negotiable. We need all of them. And of course there's Dweller in the extra deck because going first, there are some lines, like I showed in previous videos, that can make a rank 4 play. And you can make this play if Dweller will completely obliterate opponent's deck. So side deck is whatever. There hasn't been much brain energy put into it, but I can say that I like the background removal, and I like this 4 called by and no cross out designator for going first, and then we have some additional hand traps for going second, and that's about it. This is it for the video. Please leave a comment, please watch previous videos, and I will see you next time.